Hi and welcome to this new video. My name is Nicolas. I'm an email marketer for fashion brands. If it's the first time you tune into my videos, welcome. I hope that you will learn a lot for e-commerce and email marketing for your brand. And if it's not the first time, welcome back. I appreciate you checking out new videos. So in this video, as you've seen from the title, you're probably interested in knowing more about the Winback flow and how it can help you revive your customers. So we're going to talk about what is the win-back flow, the go-to structure I use for the win-back flow with 5 very simple email, and what it looks like on the calendar view, because when you do flows, you need to understand how it looks like on the calendar when you mix different communications from campaigns and newsletters. So how does the win-back flow impact that calendar? And also some final tips apply to the win-back flows in general that we're going to talk about at the end of the video. So let's go into it. So what's the win-back flow, basically? So the win-back flow is a flow that is segmented to past customers. So only people who have bought something from you will receive communication from the flow. So usually when you're in Klaviyo, the trigger is previously placed an order, and then you have like the delays of time. You can also exclude people who have returned an item, which is quite interesting. So you can apply like a extra filter of people who have returned an item 0 times since the flow started, which can help reduce friction, and people who have returned an item because they weren't happy won't be receiving any communication from the flow. The flow is made to increase repetition. That's the main objective of the flow, maybe the only objective really, is to make people who have bought from you in the past buy once again from your website. So it is like a repetition flow. And also it's usually divided by customer type. And what I mean by customer type can be first-time buyers versus repeated buyers. It can be gender-based, so you might want to divide woman collection and men collection, for example. It can be divided by people who have bought a certain type of items, so you might want to have like a win-back flow for people who've bought certain categories, then a win-back flow for another category, different stuff. For the majority of the flows, you want to divide only by gender and by first time and second or more time buyers. So you have like 4 flows really, which is like win back woman first time buyers, win back men first time buyers, win back woman repeated buyers, and win back men repeated buyers. So what is my go-to win back flow structure? It's very simple. It's only 5 emails. The length of the flow is actually 84 days between the first and the last email, but the complete span of time between the purchase and the last time somebody receive an email is 174 days, between 174 and 200 days. So that covers pretty much 6 months, which is a whole collection in fashion, spring, summer, or fall, winter, which we will see in the calendar view has an impact on how you treat the content. So the first email I send to my past customers usually is novelty items for the people. So the timing depends on the behavior of your customers, how often do they buy, and also on the frequency of drops from your collection. So I usually do like 90 to 120 days, 3 to 4 months after the last time they bought. Needs to be updated quite frequently, obviously, because you might have various drops within this span of time. So you might want to adapt and change frequently based on the new items that come in. I usually segment it by last purchase category. So if somebody has bought t-shirts, for example, I want them to know what are the new t-shirts. If they bought a jacket, I might want them to know the new jackets. And obviously, it's only sent if people haven't bought since the last time they bought. So an example here is we've released some new cool t-shirts that we think you might like. Here is our selection for you. Also, you have the example on the right. So it's really like to get people to know the new items. You also need to understand that these people might have received newsletters from the new collection, from the new items. So try to not to be too repetitive. That's why you need to change quite frequently. So that's the first email. The second email is about the best sellers. Again, that's something that you might want to adapt frequently. Maybe you have very fixed best sellers, but if you do frequently send campaigns about best sellers, it's good to have like other products in this. And so I send it about 20 days after the first email. No real need for segmentation here. I just send like the best items, best sellers for men and for women. That's the only segmentation I do. And the main message here is check out our best-selling items of the last weeks and see if there is something you love as much as others. Very simple email, just to re-engage and to make sure that they see items that I know are selling well that they may be interested in. The third email here is a free shipping. So I'm not really worried about offering free shipping to past customers because it's likely that they've bought already with paying a shipping, especially if it's like from countries with a pretty higher shipping rate. That might be the friction why they don't buy anymore. So I send about 20 days after the second email. No real need to be updated. Maybe the content with your photos, that's it. The text will be the same. Try to make it a limited offer. Valid only for 5 days maybe. And also like important to have like a free shipping code that is a custom code, personalized code, not a generic one that can be applied to anybody. So the main message here is get free shipping on your next order with a code, custom code, for you to try some items from my new collection and hopefully keep the ones you love. So the offer will expire in 5 days. Again, that might be a bit different if you want to change it, but usually that's the way I do it. The fourth email is pretty straightforward. It's like a reminder of the free shipping. So obviously it's like sent 1 day before the expiration date to say that the free shipping code expiring tomorrow. It's a quick reminder. Just want to let you know that you can check if there is something you like and want to shop without paying delivery. Very simple email. No real need to be updated either. So yeah. And the last email I sent, which is really like a long time afterward, about 40 days after. So they haven't bought anything from me, from the flow. They haven't been on the website and purchased anything back. They haven't done anything since the last time they bought. So at this point, it's about 180 days or 200 days, depending on when do you send the first email. So it's about 5 to 6 months, which is a whole collection span. And the objective here is to understand what they haven't bought once again. So you can do it by type form, things like that. So the main message, as we've seen, is, hey, we've seen that you haven't bought anything for a while now, and we'd love to know more about why and how we can improve it in the future. Answer some quick questions. And so here in the survey, you want to understand, like, has the order been, matching the expectation? What is the main reason why they don't buy? Maybe it's because they haven't liked anything of the new collection. Maybe because they were interested in the product, but it was out of stock. Anything that you might think of might be a reason why they haven't bought. Maybe that's something that your customer service do actively, but if you have a lot of volume of orders, maybe the customer service isn't enough to capture all the data. So having like an automatic email going out is pretty interesting and efficient. So yeah, to just summarize the structure is first email new items for you, second is the best sellers, third is a free shipping, four is a free shipping reminder, and five is the customer survey. So how does it look on the calendar? So you have the purchase at the day zero, day 90 is new items, day 120, 110 is best sellers, day 130 to 134 is free shipping, and day 174 is the survey. Again, that might range depending on when do you send the first email. You might send the first email 120 days afterwards. But in general, it covers 6 months. And 6 months is a whole collection. So, for example, if we take somebody who's bought on March 20th, which is usually like during the new collection of spring summer, the first month or so of the new collection. So they buy on March 20th. They would receive the first email of the flow June 18th. They would receive the bestsellers on July 8th, free shipping July 28th and 31st, the reminder, and then the survey in September 12th. So you will see here that they get the first purchase on March 20th, and then you might want to adapt the flow because usually June 18th and June 8th is when you start the summer sales. So it doesn't really make sense to send a new items email when you're starting the summer sales. So if you do newsletters at this period of time that have discounts and that englobe all your past customers, you might want to pause these emails while you are in the summer sales, simply because they will be receiving more enticing emails from the newsletters with the discounts. Free shipping, you might want to keep it. And then the survey, you obviously want to keep it because if they haven't bought since March 20th, it means that they haven't bought during the whole spring summer collection, March, April, May, June newsletters. They haven't bought from the summer sales, and they might haven't bought from the first drops of the new collection. So you might want to keep a bit more of time in the new collection. So you might want to send the survey maybe early October, so they have more time to discover the new collection. But usually, if they haven't bought anything from a first full collection and from the summer sales, they might not be interested anymore, and they might buy again from Black Friday. And on Black Friday, you want to send them your Black Friday communications. And in the case of somebody buying something on Black Friday, this Black Friday, the November 24th, they would receive the new items email on February 22nd, the bestsellers on March 14th, free shipping in April, and the survey in May. Again, that covers the winter sales as well. That covers the new collection end of February. So maybe the new items might be coming in afterwards. So you might want to adapt as well these delays. But yeah, usually any Winback flow with the delays of the first purchase would have covered a whole discount period and also a whole full price collection. So if they haven't bought in any of this span of 6 months, maybe they aren't interested anymore. So some final tips. Obviously, timing and delays depends on your data, depends on how often you drop items, how often your customers buy from you. I don't use discount in this flow, as you would have seen, because if you run summer sales, Black Friday, and winter sales, which are all in the span of the Winback, the past clients usually are in the segmentation of these campaigns. So I don't want to add discounts on top of summer sales or winter sales or Black Friday. Usually the repetition for brands I work with is one purchase at full price and one purchase on sale. So yeah, as you see on this one, for example, they might buy during Black Friday and they might buy again on the spring and summer collection, or in this one in March. They bought at full price in March and they might buy again during the summer sale in July. As I said, don't forget to include your Winback audience in specific, more brand-related newsletters or in discounts. You can adapt your Winback content when you have sales periods to include sales communication if you don't include them within your summer sale or winter sale collection. And what I would recommend is once you reach Black Friday, I would post the Winback emails from during Black Friday weekend to ensure that people don't receive the typical new items or bestsellers or free shipping emails from the Winback flow during Black Friday weekend, because usually in Black Friday weekend, you send it to the whole list. So these people will receive the Black Friday communication. So you don't want to send them Winback emails when they will be receiving the Black Friday communication. So yeah, that's it for this flow. As to make like a big summary of the flow. 6 months usually from the last email is when you send the last order, you send the last email. New items, best sellers, free shipping is what I usually put within my Winback, as well as the customer survey. I don't include discounts because they receive the discounts from the sales communication that you usually send to past customers. And yeah, it's pretty straightforward, really. So go back to the video if you want to go back to a slide and a specific email. If you like the video, please give it a like. Subscribe to the channel to receive more videos and check out more tips on email marketing and e-commerce, especially for fashion brands. And I will see you hopefully in a new video. Take care, bye.